would be a good idea for us to kind of get a sense for where we are, and give you a sense for what it is that you need to do. I know a lot of you are planning for the end of the semester, and I know it can't come soon enough. I know this has uh, been kind of challenging, so I want us to be sure that you're on the right track and you know what you need to do. Um, so the first remaining assignment is the current events assignment, and that's only a small percentage of the class have these assignments outstanding. So if you can give them to me, send them to me today directly, and have it to me by midnight, unless I've made other arrangements with you. That should be fine. You also have to have Journal 4 assignment, and that's going to be due the 14th. I have posted it to Moodle. Actually, let me escape and let me, let's see. I'm going to see if I'm going to pull it up for you. Let me pull it up for you here. Here you go. I just want to overview so you'll know what you need to do with this. It's due the 13th, and it relates roughly to the last lecture on Civil Rights Movement 3, only roughly though. I found this really fascinating speech or opening statement that Ta-Nehisi Coates gives to this House Committee on Reparations. And reparations is just the idea that African Americans are due, should be paid or compensated. It may not be financial, but compensated in some way for the grievous wrongs that have been committed against them over the last couple of centuries. It's certainly controversial, but it's striking that it did. There was kind of a House hearing on it, or on drawing up a committee to at least study the idea. And so Coates, whom we've talked about in this class, testifies. And so his opening statement's 5 minutes. There's also the second clip there with Oprah, an interview with Oprah where he talks a little bit more about it. It's about 2 minutes. The third one is about 17 minutes. It's optional, but if you were interested in him elaborating on it, then you should watch it. So for the journal assignment, it's really short. All you need to do is watch the first two. These are the first two videos. Make a list of the racial atrocities that Coates alludes to. He's not going to elaborate on them, but he just alludes to racial atrocities, meaning the acts committed against African American, discriminatory acts of oppression. Select five of those acts. So it could be rape, it could be economic oppression, it could be any sort of violence, it could be not letting them vote, it could be any of those. So make a list of them, and then I want you to go and think about Redders think about and identify Redders who talked about that issue, right? So 3 of those Redders should be from the civil rights readings, and then 2 can be from earlier readings. So once you, down here at the bottom here, I have a format that I want you to put it in your journal. It's just give me the name, give me the title, give me the year. And then find 2 quotes from the reading, the essay or the speech, where that you identify as the reader who's spoken about it, right? So if Sojourner Truth talked about rape, she doesn't, but let's say for the sake of argument, she does. So you would say her name, you get the title of her speech, you give the title of, the year, and then give me 2 quotes where she talks about rape in the speech, and that's all you need to do. And I guess the reason why I'm having you do this is that it's, the course has talked about continuity and change, and the continuity, of course, is the issues that have persisted with race and among African Americans and against African Americans. And it's really striking that Coates is now in front of a committee talking about and referencing those to justify the need for reparations. So that's all you need to do there. Shouldn't take you a lot of time to do it. All right, let's see. So that's due Monday. Journal assignment 5, last entry. It really isn't an entry because all you got to do is listen to a video. Unless you want to write about it, I think it's the video that I've selected is pretty compelling, and I think it pairs nicely with the lecture I'm going to give on Black conservatism. And neither Ta-Nehisi Coates or Coleman Hughes, who's a really interesting, um, I guess, intellectual. I would call him an intellectual, political intellectual that I came across when I was looking at the hearings. He actually rebuts and takes the opposing view. He's against reparations, and he's really articulate and makes a very cogent case against it. So this video is about 24 minutes, so I'd love for you to watch it just to know, these two articulate, contemporary, young or youngish in my estimation, rhetors, speaking about an issue or issues indirectly that we've talked about the entire course. So in any event, so that's it, and that wraps up your journal assignments, right? So again, a journal assignment 5 isn't really, you don't have to post anything, just look at the video. Exam 2, made exam 2 optional. Each student decides, right, whether you want to take it or you don't want to take it. Exam will be posted to Moodle this Friday, and it's due April 16th, right? And you just send it to me directly. Open Notes and Open Book, if you had the book. I wanted to do this because students who want to do the work and improve their grade have the opportunity to do so, right? Students who don't, who would rather spend their time working on the final paper, you can do that as well. So if you, as I say here, if you don't take it, I'll just calculate your final grade without exam 2. And it shouldn't hurt your grade. And if you do take it, of course, it'll be calculated in. So you get to decide that. Just an FYI, the exam is going to be actually where I ask you to give me some information about Malcolm X's speech and give me some information about, or the same kind of information about the text for your paper. So it gets you to start your final paper. It gets you thinking about your final paper. Malcolm X's speech will be the ballot or the bullet. So that's what you're going to do. You'll make a chart and you're going to you don't even compare them. It's just you give me information about these features of the text and things about the rhetoric that I ask you to give. So again, it's not just busy work that has no relation to your final paper. It does relate to your final paper. You just got to give me this information about Malcolm X as well, right? Let's see, and this is your final paper. No abstract is due on the 20th. I said that when you guys first came back from spring break. I thought we could do that. We could talk about the abstract. Ain't doing it. Not going to happen. So I still want to talk to you about your paper. If you want to meet with me, at your convenience. You decide whether you want to meet with me about your paper. Oh, you know me. I will be happy to sit down and go at it with you and try to support you in your paper, but you don't have to. I want to give you as much flexibility in this course as you can. I think you deserve that. Due May 1st, 11:30 p.m. You have to upload that to Moodle. Remaining course assignments, let's see. Oh, final essay. 10% of your grade. It's a 3-page essay. I thought about doing away with it, but I really want you to do this one last little thing for me, please. Thinking about, the knowledge that you gained in this course and how it's going to be useful, how it might be useful to you as an engaged citizen, a voting citizen, a global, actually, not even just a voting citizen, I guess, wherever you are, if you're permitted to vote, but a global citizen, and a career professional. How is it that knowing about the history of the history and rhetoric of African Americans, right, past and also what's been said and how it's been said, how is that going to help you? What might that enrich you or enhance your ability to do certain kinds of work that you may be thinking about or considering, right? And it's going to be due May 4th. May 4th. I'm going to give you an assignment description that will sort of spell out what you need to do. Oh, what I did not tell you is that you can also send me, create a video, a 2-minute video explaining this. That's fine. I would rather you not read the video, read on the video because, well, you could just do the paper. uh, but you can do it extemporaneously. You could just have a sheet of paper and have outlines and reference the outlines when you outline when you needed to. But just talk to me. Talk to me about, you know, this course and how it's going to be useful to you and how you're going to use this knowledge, especially in these two areas going forward. So um, I think that's it. That's it. I hope that you're doing well. I do miss you. I do miss, me. I miss talking to you and engaging you. And I think about you and I pray for you and I pray for your families. And so please reach out to me if any of this is unclear or you're just feeling you need my support. Just reach out to me. All right. See you later. Bye.